There's a rain on the window and a crack in the glass. Another year's gone by, but we're still counting the past. Counting pennies at the checkout, counting days till payday. Counting promises politicians throw away. Down the street changes faces, but the walls stay the same. New hands on the wheel of a half-sinking train. Andy Burnham at the table with a mountain of debt, trying to buy it back tomorrow with the money we've spent. They talk about growth while the high street dies. Talk about sacrifice beneath parliamentary lights. And the people at the bottom keep their heads underground, cause the cost of simply living keeps climbing the pound. And I don't hate my country, that's the part they don't understand. I'm angry cause I love it, and I barely recognize the land. Oh Britain, what happened to you? The red in the flag doesn't mean what it used to. We're rich on paper, we're broke in the soul. A nation with a mortgage it can never control. Oh Britain, we're tired and we're cold. Too young to retire, too old to be sold. We were promised a kingdom, we inherited the bill. We're waiting for the future, while the future stands still. £3 trillion hanging over the nation. Every budget's a funeral dressed up as salvation. Tax frozen in place while the prices rise higher. Pay packets get bigger but the money buys lesser. Borrowing still climbing, the treasury's tight. Every spending commitment starts another fight. NHS waiting rooms, housing shortages. Politicians counting votes while the public counts losses. It's a generation can't buy what their parents once owned. The bedroom costs fortunes, a flat feels like gold. The ladder got pulled up, then they charged us the fee. And somehow we're blamed for the economy. Brexit left the border where there once was a bridge. Now we're bargaining with Europe from the edge of a ridge, trying to rebuild friendships without knitting the scars. While Washington's relationship feels stranger than ours. Europe says come closer, Westminster says not quite. America's direction keeps changing overnight. Ukraine still bleeding beneath Europe's grey sky. And Britain keeps asking how much we can supply. NATO needs soldiers, defense needs the cash, but the treasury's screaming that the numbers don't match. You can't promise security with empty machines. You can't fund tomorrow by pretending you're clean. And I don't hate my country, I hate watching it decay while every side insists they're the ones who know the way. Oh Britain, what happened to you? The red in the flag doesn't mean what it used to. We're rich on paper, we're broke in the soul. A nation with a mortgage you can never control. Oh Britain, we're tired and we're cold. Too young to retire, too old to be sold. We were promised a kingdom, we inherited the bill. We're waiting for the future, while the future stands still. But listen, there's still a nurse getting up at 5. Still a teacher keeping hope alive. Still a builder laying bricks in the rain. Still a kid on the bus dreaming bigger than pain. Still somebody opens a shop every morning. Still somebody sings though the headlines are storming. Still neighbors share food when the cupboards are bare. Still strangers stop strangers because somebody cares. Maybe Britain isn't Westminster, maybe Britain isn't the crown. Maybe Britain isn't a balance sheet or a pound falling down. Maybe Britain is ordinary people who refuse to disappear, who keep the lights on, keep the doors open, keep each other here. So here's to the country beneath all the noise, the broken old streets and the exhausted young boys. The mothers doing overtime, fathers working 2 shifts. The pensioners choosing which prescription to miss. Here's to the union arguing late into night, to Scotland and Wales and the Northern Lights, to England's old cities and towns by the sea, to a country that's wounded but still trying to breathe. I won't call it broken, I won't call it great. I'll call it a country still wrestling its fate. Because nations aren't saved by a speech or a crown. They're saved when the people stop letting them down. So strum one more chord while the rain hits the pane. Let the old world collapse if it won't change its ways. Tomorrow isn't promised, but tomorrow's not gone. And maybe this country can still sing its way on. God save the king, God save the people, God save the ones who can't afford to wait. And God help Britain if we forget what we're worth.